I'm pleased to welcome to the interview section of Mijas International Carlos White from Quedeca and also Tom Allan, who is part of the Quedeca Goldies, who are getting together to organise lots and lots of events for Quedeca to raise money for them. And they've got quite a few coming up, quite a few in the pipeline of activities to tell us about. So it's a big welcome to them both. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us again.
No problem at all. We're looking forward to talking about the flea market a little bit later on, Tom. You've been busy with your team organising that.
We've got some really good things.
Yeah, you've been telling me a little bit about them, so yes, definitely something that will be of great interest to our viewers. But Carlos, Quedeca always thinking of fantastic initiatives to raise money. The people around them are in the Costa del Sol, and there's a few coming up. The first one is something that you're going to be involved with. It's a half marathon, but you're walking it, aren't you?
I'm walking it, yes. Yes, that's right. Thanks for putting that in. You could have just said I was doing it and that would be it, but that's fine. Yes, I'm walking it. Originally, a chap called Pete Orthwaite came to us.
Yeah.
And he said that he was going to do the run for Quedeca and that he was going to do it. And we, myself and Tom actually, we went around, we put tins around quite a few, about 20 different bars in Torremolinos to hopefully that will bring in some income as well.
Yes.
And also name awareness for the event as well. And Peter's going to go. Peter's going to do the run. And as you said, I'm going to be walking, so I'll probably be, by the time I arrive at the finish line, everybody would have picked their stuff up and left, but the intention's good anyway.
Yes, it is. Good, yeah, and good for you.
So myself and my best mate, we're going to go there. We're going to have Quedeca Goldies T-shirts on, so if they're around Torremolinos, Pete will also have a Quedeca Goldies T-shirt on as well. In the back, it'll say Quedeca and in aid of. Yes. So look out for us and give us a shout if you're there. It is generally, it's name awareness. And obviously, hopefully we'll get some money in the tins as well for Quedeca Hospice.
Yeah, and for all the services, to help with the services that they provide free of charge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, another event that's coming up very, very soon, actually. We think it's not very far away, but it's 2 weeks, I think, that's all. And it's the Valentine's dinner, and it's a special event for Quedeca as well.
It is. And what's really interesting about this event is that it's in the part of the coast that, let's say, that we're not as known, which is good. So we're doing an event there, hopefully name awareness again. Route 66 is a wonderful restaurant. It's like an American diner style for those that don't know it. And basically, it's a Valentine's weekend. The Quedeca part is on the Saturday night, where we have Blues Brothers tribute band, which are brilliant, I've been told. They're going to be playing there. We have a raffle as well, and it's for €40 is the menu, and €15 of that goes to Quedeca.
Oh, that's excellent. That's really good value. And as you say, a raffle and an auction, so that's good in the evening.
Yes.
Now, the next event that's coming up has got so much happening in it, and I love the title. It's the Mad Hatters Beat. Mad Hatters Party. It's a beat party, you call it.
That's right. Let me tell you why it's called. It's called a beat party because Beat FM, who are lovely, I'm sure you won't mind. I know, you know, if it's to do with charity, you don't mind me mentioning another radio station. Right. They're collaborating with us, and they're lovely people. They're coming down there. They're actually doing a live show from Olivia's, the restaurant down there.
In La Cala.
La Cala. That's happening from 11 o'clock in the morning. That should be lovely. We'll get people down there having coffees. Bit of a brunch as well. There's a barbecue there from 1 o'clock. The atmosphere down there should be great. From 3 o'clock, we've got kids and mums and dads coming from the schools in the La Cala area. They're coming down. We have a lovely, I'd like to thank Dave from Party Perfect, who's going to bring actors and also the costumes, very good costumes down as well. All done like Alice in Wonderland, that sort of thing. And with that sort of theme, he's going to put toadstools out the front and all that sort of thing. Lots of photos opportunities, all that sort of thing. So there'll be lots of different coloured photos for the website that will look lovely. And at the same time, Beat FM will be doing their broadcast, and then it's sort of two events in one. That's the first part. The second part starts from 7:30, which is a gala dinner, a raffle. And so that's for €50, and again, €15 of that is going to Quedeca. That's in the evening.
Okay, in the evening. So yes, you've got it's like a full day of events really from 11 a.m. until sort of 11 at night, probably.
It is,
Yeah.
yes. There'll be a brief cut-off, I suppose, between 6 and 7:30,
Yeah.
give them enough time to sort of set up the tables, and obviously the children won't be around for the evening, so that's there. So it's good. So it's giving something for the kids to do during the day, and their mums and dads. So that gives them, and it also helps Olivia's as well. Let's be honest. People like to help out Kudeka, but they also like to get some name awareness for themselves. So that's going to give them a help as well. Their mums and the kids will obviously shuffle off at about sort of 6ish. Then the evening do will come in about 7:30. So.
And are you both going to be in costume?
Well, yes, I think so. Yes. Anything for good decorate, Tom.
I'll have to look at the top hat and rip the top off.
And of course, you're involved with the organising of this as well, aren't you, Tom? Is that right?
Karen, this year we've really hit the ground running. We've got so much going on. Honestly, it's all down to the enthusiasm. This guy here, he deserves an absolute round of applause daily.
No, thank you, Tom. No, we're a team effort here.
Yeah.
The Goldies, just for people who there's probably people who might still not know, the Goldies are a set of accomplished people who are helping me organise events. Everybody has their own. Obviously, Tom has done markets and that all his life.
Yeah.
So that's his baby, as it were. But he also helps with all the other events that we do. And we put our heads together. We've got Sandy from Key Magazine that you know very well. Yeah. She's lovely. She designs the posters. Those Mad Hatters posters are wonderful.
They're great, aren't they?
They're really full of fun and they're brilliant. And she does them. And then we've got, Susie, obviously, which is the linchpin, as we like to call her, isn't she?
We won't use the other
No. It's a daytime show, please.
It's only
She's lovely. And she, they've all got different ideas. We all put our heads together. Nobody's more important than any other. We listen to everybody's
input.
Ideas, There's about 15, 17 of us now, something like that.
It's the whole thing that gels us all together, actually.
Yeah.
It's the fact that people can bounce off each other like families do, like brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and fathers and mothers. It literally is like a family group of people. Nobody is above anybody else or tries to be more important than anybody else. It's completely focused on raising money for this amazing charity.
And it's lovely to be a part of. It really is. It just all came together. June, wasn't it? June time, something like that.
I can't believe it sometimes. It seems like a long while. And we did literally sort of take things slowly. We made a few mistakes as we went along.
Yeah.
But we're consolidating inbound in people, in time, events even. We're choosing much more important events. We have to raise the standard. We have to raise the game a lot.
Yeah.
And thank you very much to some really, really kind people coming up. They've been amazing to us. So all this in the future makes us so positive.
The venues that we use, they're so nice. John Peach from Tamisa Golf, I know you know, is lovely as well.
Yeah.
And these are all people. We've got Raffaele from Valparaiso, who lets us, obviously, the flea market we'll go into a bit later. But they're all people that are so pro-Kudeka. They're normally people, unfortunately, that have had a family member or a friend go through Kudeka, unfortunately, but that's the case. Yeah. And it's so nice for them to be, let's see what we can do for Kudeka. It's lovely to be a part of. And the Goldies are very similar mindset, you know what I mean? It's unfortunately, cancer, 1 in 3 of us. Do I need to say any more?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Do I need to say any more? So,
we've one more to talk about with yourself, Carlos, and that's the Millennium Evening, I believe, and lots of groups playing.
Yeah, that's right. Charity Through Music, it's called, and it was done last year as well. Very good friend of mine, Steve Hughes, I know you know as well. One Wish Steve, as he likes to call himself.
That's it.
He's a lovely chap, and he's basically set this up. And this year, again, he learned a little bit from last year. It was very a last-minute thing, although it was a success. And this year, it's €10 to get in. And I'm pleased to say he's sold over half of them already.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that's at the Millennium Bar in Calahonda,
Millennium Bar in Calahonda. It's a lovely, cosy bar in Calahonda. Lovely, well decorated, thanks to Jorge, if he's listening, the owner of the bar there. He's a lovely chap as well. Again, his father, a similar scenario. Yeah. And so we're looking forward to that as well. That will be a lovely event. And the raffle's going on there.
Yeah, and there's a group that we know locally as well, because they were in the special celebrations for America Day in Mijas Village, and they are the Memphis Trio, who do the rock and roll and rockabilly, and they're going to be part of the celebrations as well.
I haven't seen them myself, but I've heard good things about them.
They're very good.
Terry O'Shaughnessy from Universal is wonderful, wonderful. He's going to be doing an acoustic there. Yeah. And you've got Dirty
Little Secrets.
Little Secrets.
Dirty Rotten Secrets.
Sorry. We had that bit out there, Terry, sorry.
It means the same thing.
No offence, people. Anyway, but that's they're going to be playing. We've got Amalinda Hernandez is going to be playing, who's the daughter of one of the Goldies as well. She's going to be doing her ABBA tribute down there. We're hoping to get, I think, Dragtastic as well, that were there last year. They're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wonderful night. We're going to do a raffle. We're going to have all the Goldies will be there, and a good knees up.
Okay, that sounds great. And of course, people can go on the Kudeka website to find out more details on the Kudeka Goldies as well.
Yes, there's not a poster for it yet, but it's going to come up in the next week for that particular event. But,
watch this space then.
Watch this space.
Perhaps before I chat with you, Tom, you should just remind people about some of the services that these funds are raised for.
Yeah,
just
sure.
as to let people know. Just to remind them.
The four main services we have, obviously, we have the day unit, which is where people come in and obviously that are not sort of so affected still, and they come along, we do their hair, we massage their feet, all volunteers do that. And in fact, I go along there quite a lot, not as much now as I used to, but I go along there, and the atmosphere is lovely there, the banter between all the different nationalities is lovely. So that's that. And then we have obviously the inpatient unit, which are 9 rooms, 7 of which are double, so the family members can stay with the patient, which is what people love. They've all just been spruced up, new chairs, new, I think they're going to put hoists in, all that sort of stuff. There's lots of things happening there at the moment, and the general maintenance has been done, so it's been spruced up very nice. They have. We also have the home visits. A lot of people initially start with the daycare, then the home visits are when obviously we go to their home. That is where a lot of our resources are being used right now. The President's Club, who are going to hopefully do a lot of collaboration with us, they have provided us with a car.
Yes, that's excellent.
We had 4, you may remember, we had 4 teams of the home visits. We now have 5. They were having to use, unfortunately, their own personal cars. That's now changed. We're going to have a brand new gleaming car coming soon. So these are and the figures are going up and up and up with the home visits, without boring you with all the different figures. But there's 1,050 last year, and it's 1,300 was the year just finished, people's homes that we go to. So that is, there's more and more need for it. Hence, that's why the need was for the 5th team. The 5th team was 100,000 a year, and that's where our finances are currently going from the events. Okay. And last of all is the psychological help that we give. Sometimes with the home visit, sometimes at Kudeka, depends where people most need it. The psychological help is not just for the patients. Some people think it's for the patients, it's for the family members as well that find themselves in a situation obviously they had no idea they'd find themselves in.
Yeah, okay, well thank you for that update. It's really important for people to know all the ins and outs.
Of course it is.
What services are there for everybody.
Exactly.
Thank you. And Tom, another event which is the 7th of February in Mijas, actually the Valparaiso on the Mijas Road, is a wonderful antiques market, flea market, with a difference.
Well,
and of course you're all going to, go on, you tell us about the difference.
This time actually is I've opened it up slightly because we were asked so many times, can I sell this, can I sell this, can I sell this? So it was being a bit dog in the mangerish really, just to say to people, you can only have antiques and things. So this time we've got a little slant on things, people bringing in some other things, complementary things, but somebody can come and get the palm red, for example. They can come and buy some amazing cupcakes we've got coming this time. So a little bit of everything for everybody. And a perfect stop off on the way up to the village later on for lunch or something. Come and visit us first.
Yeah, and as you say, there's going to be a wide variety of all different types of antiques and second-hand goods, third-hand goods even, and you might even bag a real bargain.
You can, and to be honest with you, this stall that we've got for ourselves this time, we have the Kudeka stall, as you know, and this actual month I'm quite excited about it. I've got things like a beautiful hand-knotted carpet, a very big carpet coming, brand new gas heaters, lovely Chinese ornaments, some really lovely things. I also had a very enthusiastic young man phone me up and said, I've got lots of things, I've never been to one before, can I bring them? I said, nonchalantly, well, what have you got? When he rhymed off the things, I said, they'll be around you like flies, that's for sure, because it's things that people might not take because they're a bit nervous to go to the Funkarola market, but there it's so relaxed. relax. And Karen, I can't tell you, the people are so nice. They really are. They come and it's like a family club and a family day out. It's wonderful.
And of course, people can actually do a bit of haggling over the prices, can't they? Which is all part of the fun.
Can you believe she said that, guys? Wow.
That wasn't going to the script, was it?
Take the money from your mouth. They really would.
But I'd like to thank Tom. Seriously, Tom, this is Tom's baby. He knows, like the palm of his hand, he knows all the markets and what sells and what doesn't and what, so we only have quality bric-a-brac.
Well, yes,
quality
there's a
bric-a-brac is
little
what we say.
twist this time as well.
And a little twist as well.
I don't think we can call cupcakes quality.
No.
Oh, well, you wouldn't want them if they were.
I'm just hoping there'll be some free samples. It's a lovely name for it. What do they call themselves? For Heaven's Cake.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, I thought that was
name,
really clever,
it?
actually.
Yeah.
I'm quite looking
And there's
forward
always a
to
bit
it.
of carver sort of flowing as well, isn't there?
Occasionally. We
Yes.
have been known to drop a few
Yes.
bubble or two.
We
Yes.
have.
Yes,
And
it's fine.
so what time should people get along now?
Well, 10 o'clock is a good time. I think always come as early because then you're guaranteed a bargain because they're in there immediately for all the best stuff. So if you're hardened like flea market, come early. If not, 11 o'clock, that would be fine, actually. You can, it'll have calmed down a bit and it'll have settled into its little routine. But although it was quiet last month, which I expected 100% because it was Christmas, New Year
Yes,
and
that's
everything,
right, yeah.
it's slowly getting better and it can only get better, Karen. But we do need people to support us. We're getting lots more people asking if they can come and sell, which is fantastic. And I like the sort of mixture of people who are asking. But please, and 1,000 times please, come and look around for us, because that's all we need, is people to make it look busy for us. It's not asking a lot, is it? Because it's only a little journey up the road. It's not,
And
not
it's a pleasant atmosphere.
It's an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
Again, the breakfast will be done by the staff there.
Oh, that's
and
good, yeah.
what a lovely group of people. They really are.
Yeah, very helpful.
Very lucky. We are very lucky.
Oh, well, thank you very much, both of you.
Pleasure.
Lots of wonderful activities there for people to get involved with,
Definitely.
and also help an excellent cause as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And we're going to close the programme today with some images and information from one of the flea markets. So we hope you enjoy it, and we look forward to you tuning in to Mijas 340 tomorrow for all the latest local news and, of course, the interview section as well. Hasta mañana.
Here, because it's quite interesting. It's nothing's fantastic, but it's a little bit interesting because look, it's got all these lovely pictures of John Constable, tells you a little history about it back, and it's actually been made for Twining's tea. So a collectible of the future, definitely that sort of thing. Probably for nothing. You could pick that up very cheaply, I would imagine. So that would probably have been about, well, for Twining, it might have even been a present, you never know. But if I had to buy that to put a price in it, probably £15 or something like that, actually. But it might have been a present full of tea. So it would depend where you bought it. Probably something like Harrods or Fortnum and Masons or something like that, yes. You know why I love it? It's because so many of the stuff actually come from Italy. It's not English antiques, it's not Spanish antiques, but a lot of the stuff come from Italy. And if I may pick out this actually, I think these are so beautiful. Now that's actually hand-blown by Murano, the Italian glassmaker. It's got a little thing on the side telling you what it is. But that would be a gift at a wedding. In Spain when the guests come, they get a little gift. So in Italy that's called a confetti, and that would be given out to somebody as a gift for a wedding. But now they're becoming much more collectible actually. And if you look along the table, you'll come across loads of little pieces of Murano, and all very, very collectible little pieces. Very, very nice. And there's like this glass bottle here. It's just that it's sitting there being innocuous, but again, beautifully done, really lovely. But the piece de resistance, for me, has got to be this. That must be at least 80, 90, 100 years old. It's a piece of hand-blown Murano. You can still see the pommel mark on it. It's a really beautiful place. And this crosses from Italy into Spain quite easily, doesn't it? Because it's a fan shape to the thing. And this is the sort of thing that people should be looking out for. Now, that should easily sell for about 80, 100 euros. And I think that's a damn good buy because it is a genuine antique piece of Murano glass. Very, very nice. These, without a doubt, are some of the best things to buy in the market today. Now, if you pick up a bottle like this and look at it, you're looking what you would consider a bottle of brandy. But in actual fact, this is at least 40 years old. Probably selling on this on your stall today, probably about 50 euros, 40 euros. What price would you put on it?
70.
70 euros for that bottle there. But take that and probably a little group of the ones that's on this stall together. Say about 5 different ones, and you're paying about 300 euros for 5 different bottles here. You could literally walk off this market at this very moment in time, put them on the internet, and make in the region of 200 to 300 euros. Easily, easily. I'm just telling that's a little secret, because these are collector's items now. Some of them you can't buy. Some of them you can buy, but some of them you can't buy. And that's what people who collect vintage spirits are looking for. And that's a classic example of it.
They know what to look for, don't they?
And
that's a swing, John. It's a swing whiskey because the bottle swings.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Sit down and touch it with your finger.
Look at that.
Swing whiskey.
If I did that, I'd think it was me that had drunk too much, Karen. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. People keep giving us money, you see. It's a happy days.